I think this one will be good. This one's gonna be good. Daughters get brutally honest with their moms. We gonna find out who is being the hus today. Let's go.
And go through it. So,
How
and,
often?
and in high school,
How often?
very often.
Sometimes
Yeah, wait, why he turn around like he was the shit?
Very often.
He turned around like he was the
Sometimes
shit.
our closest
Like-
relationships are the toughest ones. We're about to unpack the most defining
What the
relationship of our lives. I'm Kot Takahashi, and today's episode of Split Decision
Chill out,
is
chill out,
about
chill out.
mothers and daughters.
Hey, yo.
Can mothers and daughters ever truly be friends? Let's see how
Hell
close
yeah, what?
we really are. Are you ready, everybody? Let's do this. I feel responsible for your happiness. Make your split decisions in
I'm crying.
3,
What the fuck?
2,
Dramatic ass, no
1.
bullshit. What?
Go ahead and turn around. Rachel, let's
Wait,
start
that's a good question though. Are your parents responsible for your happiness? Or should they be responsible for your happiness? That's actually a good question.
Do you feel responsible for your mother's happiness?
We're very like
Or, like,
connected
vice
to
versa?
each other, and I think we've talked about like when she feels sad, I feel sad. When she's happy, I'm happy.
That's actually a really
Artista,
good question,
Do
bro.
you feel responsible for your daughter's happiness?
I do, and I'm really happy you don't feel responsible for mine. I
Oh.
just think that it's like my daughter is my total.
Like as a parent type
like,
shit.
All she has to do is
Type-
exist.
yeah, type
and it
shit,
makes
type
me
shit.
Happy,
And
I
then
don't
you go
know
out
why
and you
that
go
is.
out and then you know what I'm
us
saying,
for
go
the
and find
end,
your
we say
own
we're not-
happiness.
we don't feel responsible.
Type shit, type shit. That's a fire ass question.
I hope I have taught you everything you need to be responsible for your own happiness.
Type shit,
That's
type
super
shit.
important to me.
Yeah,
and
I can
if
dig
you're
it.
looking to me to help you feel better or expect that I should, what are you going to do when I'm gone? I
Type
don't.
shit.
I want you
Type shit.
to focus on your own life. I believe you when I'm gone. I don't.
On the left, Wood.
Oh, I want you to focus on your own life. I believe you are your own being. I believe you passed through me to be
Wood.
your own person, and I want to facilitate that.
Shit.
I feel like
Wood.
I do
Type
want to
shit.
contribute
Yeah.
to her happiness, but
Yeah.
And you do.
but us as her children shouldn't be the sole source.
Type shit, cause then like I kind of feel that, cause then it's like, damn, like if I'm not there, you're gonna be sad and shit, and it's like, damn, but I'm like, I'm trying to live my life, and then like, damn, like if I gotta make you happy, then I'm gonna miss out on, you know, XYZ or whatever. So I feel that. I pipe up here.
she always
Eh,
tries to
no
define it from within
bullshit.
yourself.
I'm trying to see what the
So
moms
obviously,
look
I want
like.
to
I still haven't got like
to
a
your
good look.
happiness, not detract from that.
I'm just not comfortable with the emotional part,
Wait.
and you know that. When you and I get together,
Wait, why?
we
Hey,
talk
man,
about
mind
things
your
we cry
motherfucking
together,
business,
and
homie.
you know that.
Why you judging, homie? Mind your motherfucking
When
business.
you and I get together and we talk about things.
Hey, ma, I got a question. Do the curtains match the drapes, baby? Oh yeah, no, I know exactly who you talking about, John. I'm with you too, bro. That's why I asked, do the carpet match the drapes, baby?
We cry together. It's very personal. So, but
I
as
gotta
far
know,
as
baby.
her happiness, no, I do not feel responsible for Heather's happiness. The goal.
Yeah. She
in
put up with
raising
some
her
shit. Hey, now mom's
was
put up
live
with
your
some
life.
shit while she was
And
younger,
I'm
bro.
here for everything.
I feel like they raised us to be really independent and to do what we want.
As black women, it's a whole different story.
And so I have
New Jersey
respect,
just
but
dropped.
ultimately I'm gonna do what I want. It's my life, not theirs. If it
Type
comes
shit.
down to just me doing something that feels authentically
both
aligned
can
with
get it.
myself,
God,
or like keeping
voluptuous
my parents
indeed.
happy with how I'm living my life, I'm almost always gonna choose what I wanna do.
I may not like all of her decisions.
But you gotta respect
It may
it.
just crush me.
You gotta respect it, because at one point in your life, man, you was the same age, bro. Like, you was the same age making the same goofy ass decisions that she made. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, hey, do what you can, say what you can, and then you gotta let them fly, bro.
But we did our
And pray,
job,
and
I'm
pray that
so
they
proud of that.
they steer, you know what I'm saying? They steer themselves into the right motherfucking situation. Wait, 2 of them just dropped. Oh shit! Wait, I know you see 2 all-star duos. Wait a minute. Look, they trying to get us. Look, they trying to get us right off the motherfucking
video.
commercial, bruh. They tried to get us off the commercial, but no, not me. Not me. They try to snipe me. Not me. Wait, did I miss
Decisions
something?
in-
I missed something. Hold up.
You have invaded
My bad.
privacy.
Look at the daughter at the end.
Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1.
You have invaded my privacy. Oh yeah.
All right, go ahead and turn around.
No, parents lying.
I knew that.
Mothers say no, but we got some.
Oh, you talking about on the far
privacy
end with
invasions
the
up
okay?
here on this side. Okay, Taya,
She
so you
cute,
felt like
she
your mother
cute.
has invaded your privacy.
Well, I know for sure that there's some,
Oh, yeah, she
some
cute.
Snapchat pictures and memories that you've seen behind my back.
I put spyware on all my children's phones. I
But
sure
spyware.
did.
Parents, that's the best way to be disappointed, gang. It's the best way to be disappointed, gang. You don't want to see. She seen the noodle. You're like, yo, you don't want to see what little Tasha been up to, bro. You do not want to see what little Tasha been up to, bro.
I sure
don't.
did. You know that?
I swear
that
you don't.
software that they're like, do you think your boyfriend's cheating on you? Yeah. I put it on all the phones. I put it on
Oh
all
my
the internet
God.
connections in my home, all the computers.
So you know, like every website.
Every single text,
Yeah.
every
The
single
Misa-
picture,
Yo, that's
every
even
single
worse.
call, every single email.
So,
Damn.
daughters, would you be okay with your mom looking at your emails and texts and
Real question right here, ladies. Strap your strap-ons.
snaps?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
she a little freaking frog.
No,
Little freaking
I really
frogs.
don't like that feeling in my body. It's making me
Freaking
feel like my
frogs.
tummy is feeling weird. It's just, I don't know. Like
Freaky
location,
frogs.
I'll take that. Just like for safety, for sure.
Freaky
Text and stuff like
frogs.
that, I don't know. I just gotta feel safe somewhere. Even when I'm writing in my journal, I'm thinking about how, oh, after I die, someone's gonna read this one day. And it freaks me out. And like, it makes me wanna hold back and not say like my weirdest intrusive
Yeah,
thoughts.
fuck that.
And so
You good.
to
Let
imagine
it all
someone
out,
like having
gang.
access to that without me giving that to them freaks me out.
Well, the
You on-
question
you on a
was asked
different
when she
realm.
was younger. Would you ever read my diary if you ever found it? Absolutely not. I, as a parent, I feel it's my responsibility to give them that space. I want them safe, absolutely.
Type
And there
shit.
You remember that time you were talking to somebody on,
Yes.
What happened?
When I was like 6, I was on MSN Messenger messaging some friends, and a
What the
random person
hell?
started messaging me, and we started getting along, and they said something like, "Okay, well, I'll."
Bitch, at 6? You're getting along with some at 6? Somebody help me.
Pick you up. I have a green card.
Somebody
we can go
help
get
me.
some ice cream or something.
At 6?
And
I'm
you know, my
sorry.
mom has taught me so
sorry.
much about stranger danger, and also by this point I knew
That's
better.
bro, that's
but I went
crazy.
upstairs to go get changed, and my whole
That's
family was
insane.
waiting for me. My brother had changed his name on MSN to like lure me into that situation to see how I'd react. And I was like, oh, I was just coming up to put my socks on to go play with the dogs. I wasn't going. And they're like, we saw the messages. So
we
that
caught
I appreciate it.
And Izzy, I wanna know why are you
millennial-
saying
Nah,
that?
yeah, that's
I knew
true.
you were gonna come to me.
That's true.
I know. I was like making eye contact, and I saw her looking at me too. Well, she used to take my phone when I was in middle school and go through it. So,
Ugh.
and in high school,
How often?
Ugh.
very often. And my iPod Touch, so I had to text people from my iPod Touch.
Yo,
and then-
y'all remember that iPod Touch, man?
and then
That's
delete
like
them when I'd be
shit.
talking to my boy. I would literally
That's
say,
like
"Oh, sorry, my mom's
shit.
about to take. I'm about to look."
Certain
at
So
things
it would
you have to
happen
do.
pretty
Facts.
often.
No,
When did she
facts.
stop doing that?
Maybe 17.
17.
I think so. Yeah. You could tell me if I'm wrong. I remember it being.
I feel like that's appropriate.
I remember doing it. Here's the thing: when you
I can
guys were
only,
really
bro,
the first generation,
Because no, bro, and it's so crazy how like, bro, like as you see, like a lot of us, it's like the more we progress as a fucking race, it's like the more the kids are like, yeah, I'm fucking like you know how we were like, yo, like we fucking, you know what I'm saying? We can fucking, you feel me? We can do what it do, bro. Like we can take care of whatever we need to take care of. You feel me? And yeah, bro, like the kids now probably like on it like times 5, nigga, times 10, times 100, bro. He said you gotta steer them right. Look at Connor. His mom used to take his phone for a minute. No bullshit, John. Little Connor,
to
man.
have cell phones.
Little Connor
We
crazy,
did not
bro.
have cell phones. And I was a mom blogger at the very beginning of when blogging started happening.
Man, I can only
and
imagine what
digital
like
world was really
raising
sort
a
of coming
daughter
alive and
nowadays, like all
what were
the pressure,
implications
bro.
of it. But I
The
wasn't
pressure,
sure what
bro.
she was taking in from the outside world. And so every now and then, maybe every 6 months or so,
You know what?
maybe once a year,
Would. Yeah, would. I would. I ain't gonna lie. I would.
6 weeks.
it was
All the
not.
predators type
It was not.
shit.
It felt like that because you were younger. Time was different. Thank you very much.
That's what it's fist bump.
There also, I also stepped to this line because there was another thing that I think she was getting at just with the blogging is there's still a lot, when you Google my name, there's still a lot of information about me as a child online, which
What kind of information?
just articles that she wrote, which is fine, but it's now
fuck?
when you Google my name and I'm 24, there's LA Times articles about me
What,
and
like,
everything.
Is it not
What the fuck?
Good information or like what?
One of them was not great. It was
Wow.
basically saying that I was a bitch.
I will
when
do
I was,
for it if I have
when I
to,
was
but
very
I'm
young.
not going to choose it.
I feel like context is really missing from the line.
What exactly happened?
Tight shit.
Greetings, Agent. This is Valorant Tracker, used by over
I just downloaded this game, bro. They're watching me, bro.
500,000 agents.
They're watching me, bro. I just downloaded
My
the game. They're watching me,
writing
bro.
was about my perspective on parenting and sharing that experience. And it was a really hard push and pull because it was my livelihood and it was also their lives. And at some point, you guys were, I probably want to say, by the time you reached middle school, I stopped doing it because I felt like the stories were no longer mine to tell. Like when they were younger and they're talking about a story about how all the balls are getting thrown up into the tree and I end up keep buying new basketballs and they're like stories like that. And there were also stories about I at that time was dating my now husband. We've been together for almost 18 years, my second husband.
W love.
And so it was a lot of conversation about what it's like to be dating as a mom and how are my kids dealing with this person in my life. Yeah, exactly. But there was also
she got that wet.
When she was really little, I was dealing with a lot of different things. You had some occupational therapy and you had physical therapy and it was a lot. It was a lot for me and I needed the outlet for it. So I wrote a lot of these stories, but they were always very intentionally from the perspective of how much I love my children, how I am trying so hard as a parent, how I'm trying to help them be great kids. And in one story, she has this little sister. Her sister followed her around everywhere, loved her. And Izzy didn't want anything to do with her. And it broke my heart because I'm a little sister. So I really connected with it. And I just lost it. And I feel so bad about it still to this day. But I wrote a story called My Daughter's a Bitch and It's Not My Fault. And she was
bitch.
9.
Oh, and I said it was a class.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You okay, sweetie?
I know.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It was
a long time ago.
It was, and it was very much. I know it
Nah.
hurt me too. And I go back and I look at it. And by the way, implication: what you write online stays with you forever.
Yeah.
And I recognized that was definitely the worst thing. I can feel the science in there. It was the worst thing I ever wrote. But it also, if you read it, I was really good at clickbait titles. So just know that was the title. But it was really about understanding and sympathizing a younger sister's view. And the final thing of my story was Izzy was beginning to come around and that I noticed at the end of one night, you still weren't smiling. And so the end of it was, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make her smile. And
But it blew up.
No, it's just something that comes up when you Google my name. You might be able to find it. It honestly, we didn't in 2009. The internet was so different. I don't blame her at all. Obviously, our relationship is much better now. And my relationship with my sister is much better. I mean, I was 9, but it's just funny.
But it still follows you around, you're applying for jobs, or you're doing things.
We
can't hire her. She was a bitch.
Wait, so you seen that shit?
She was
What
9.
the fuck?
She was a bitch when she was 9, but maybe they don't see the date. Oh, January 1st, 2009, and they're like, oh, that was 15 years ago. And I don't resent her at all for that. I don't love that it's still online when you Google my name.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. There's nothing.
Yo, I snapped Shorty into a Slim Jim, bro. I think my mom and my sister were talking about it. Oh, wow. What the fuck? So it did blow up. It did blow up.
Are we allowed to?
We're allowed to.
Nah, John,
leave
snapped
this?
that
It's
one to Slim
okay.
Jim. Respectfully, bro. Respectfully.
I find it hard to be 100% honest with you. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1.
Wait, I find it hard to be.
All right, go ahead and turn around. All right, I am calling.
Okay, that's good. See, I feel like that's all on like the relationship. Like if your bond is like this with your parent, then you shouldn't feel any type of, you know what I'm saying, fear, you know. He was looking at I'll be looking too, bro.
Parents and kids are 100% honest.
I don't need to tell her everything all the time, every thought that goes through my head, but if I wanted to,
You could type shit.
Do you feel
Type shit,
safe
type
enough
shit.
with me?
Mostly, actually.
Are there
yeah.
things that you just don't feel comfortable sharing with your mom? I feel
I
100% safe sharing for whatever reason.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel with my pops, bro. That's how I feel with my pops.
no, I think I've
Me and
like
you could
had
talk
to
about whatever,
ease
bro.
my parents into accepting me 100% for who I am, and so they're gonna hear about dates, and they're gonna hear that I like slept over at someone's house sometimes, or last night I smoked weed in front of my mom, which I don't know if I've ever done, but it's just like, yeah, you're
be
staying
like
at my
that.
house
It be
and
like
I
that.
smoke
It be
weed,
like that.
so I'm gonna smoke. But that feels like it's like we're just kind of inching towards 100% honesty with those kinds of things. I
Type
came out to my
shit.
parents about a year
Type
ago,
shit.
and I was really
like most of the shit that you know what I'm saying that people be doing, like they parent. Look, well, I'm not gonna say all, cause some of them niggas out there is wildin', but you know, most of the shit that niggas be doing, like their parents already did it, bruh. So like, you ain't even gotta feel no type of way about it, man. Just go see how, like, hey, you know, see how they react, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause then you gonna be like, oh yeah, you gonna catch some stories, like, oh yeah, I was smoking weed with old Daryl back in 1987 and shit like that. So
really
like,
nervous about their
I'm
response.
saying?
But again, I was like, this is my life, and you literally just got to deal with it, or you're not gonna be part of it. And that's just kind of how it goes. But I am kind of like interested.
Man, yo, used to do whippets back in the school when we was in 8th grade. We used to do the whippets. You about to get niggas ass whooped tonight. Hey man, like what old shawty say? You can lead the horse to the lake, but you can't make him drink. Type shit.
This is my first girl, and I'm curious how my mom will
You know
handle
what
that
I'm
if I
saying?
end up dating this girl.
Rob's
Yeah,
done
like,
talking
I
about
think
You
smoking.
would handle it if she dated a girl.
Well, if she dated a girl, she dated
Bro, you still remember that?
a girl.
John, you
I
still
love
remember
the
that?
question I get from church people. Will you accept your kids if they ever come out? Will you still love them, or will you disown them? That's my favorite word, disown. Black people never think about owning people. So, bottom line is that's my baby. I may disagree with her. I may not embrace
Niggas talk
everything
about
that she does,
Pablo.
but I embrace and I love my daughter. I came to terms with it,
shit.
and I have to continue to come
What a
to
throwback,
terms
bro.
with it because
What a
it's,
fucking
it's step by
throwback.
step. I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, I'm fine with everything, because that's what we're forced into in either or, and I refuse to do that. I am
Oh,
great
shit.
in a lot of areas. When it
Nah,
comes to
why
my
you
children, I'm
looking
poor,
like that, bro?
and I
I wanna
refuse
punch
to do
his
that.
face, bro. I wanna punch his face,
I
bro.
am great in a lot of areas. When
Like,
it
he
comes to my
judging this
children, I want
shit.
to
Like,
discuss
bitch,
it more and more and more. I may
bitch.
never come around 100%. As long as she knows, I'm still here for her 100%. And again, she is her own person. She's independent, makes her own decisions.
And you're okay with that?
I'm putting her into a pretzel.
If I had a magic wand, I think I would take the embracing,
He look like-
you know, rather than, I feel like it's a little bit like hate the sin, love the sinner. And it's like, okay, sorry, I'm putting words in your mouth. I'm sorry. But that's,
Hey, I can go round 2. I've done it before. I can do it again, John. I've done it before. I can do it again, bro.
that's a little of the energy I get, but it's
Round 2.
like, oh, I'm not 100% cool with you being with a girl, but I'll still love you through it. Knowing that you're not 100% backed up kind of sucks, but also I am grateful
It'll
that
probably be
she's
a-
trying, and she's come a long, long way from when we were
I'm
kids.
spinning
If
the
I had
block.
come out 15 years ago, this would be very
Nah,
different.
no bullshit.
So yeah, I'm good with it right
Like,
now.
I'm gonna need seconds,
Heather, your
thirds,
Nectar
fourths.
profile says you are high.
Hey, the Nectar
Simulcasting
video.
is finally available on Twitch. Just stream as
What?
usual and simulcast your stream on Kick.
Shut up, bitch. We not there.
Make your split decisions in 3, 2.
There are times I need you, but didn't want to bother
1.
you. Oh, I feel like that's their. Oh, never mind.
All right, go ahead and turn around. Rachel, I'd love to start with you.
Yeah.
I feel like
I can't
that's.
think of like a specific time, I guess, but I feel like you will do everything to come to my rescue and help me with whatever I need to do. And I know sometimes that like
Damn, they look.
even
Like,
if it's like
they're
very
twins,
difficult
bro.
for you to do that. But I know you have a lot you're dealing with in your own life, in your own space.
They're
and
twins.
So I try
I'm
to
doing the same.
solve my problems on my own when I can, and then lean on you
Same,
when,
Heather.
when it's too
Jesus.
much for me to kind of hold.
making
She's so
snow
strong.
angels
Like this
and
woman is
bubbles.
badass, and she runs her own company. She has all
Yeah,
these
you're
like
crazy,
employees
John.
that she's bossing around and just like running the world. So of course there's a lot of like I want to be that too, and I want to show you that I can be that too. And ooh, I'm getting emotional. And whew.
But baby girl, it's okay to be vulnerable and ask for help and all of that
Type
other
shit.
stuff. So, and in some ways, it makes me feel sad if the role model, if the interpretation of a strong woman
look at that.
role model is that then you can't be soft and vulnerable, then we're doing something wrong.
Type shit.
And so let's all please make a
It's like
pact.
it's like the fear of judgment,
Just
or you know what I'm
because
saying,
we all have
or
our strengths and we
something
can all
along
be
those
these
lines.
badass people, we still get a pass at, man, having bad days and needing help from each other and calling. So,
and I think it's like me learning where my limit is and learning like, okay, maybe
Jesus,
maybe I shouldn't wait to get to that limit to call on you and reaching out.
Because you don't want to be a burden, or you don't want to.
Or that too, nah, that plays like that be my shit. Like I don't want to be like, you know what I'm saying, like I don't want to be like that. Followed like for a lot of my like a lot of shit for so many years. That's like I don't want to bother. Like I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying.
I want to
you
know
what
that
I'm
I
saying?
can do it on my own and that I can solve it on my own.
See that too. I suffer
part,
from that.
I don't think in
I
that
suffer from that too.
aspect. Like I don't think I feel like a burden to you as much.
It's like
if there's anything related to a burden, it's probably like I try to pay for my own things because I don't
type
shit.
I
don't want you to have to hold the burden for paying for school for me or for car insurance or phone bills or stuff. Like she does pay for some stuff for me still, and I'm like so appreciative of that. But I also tried to like kind of take on that financial independence on my own as early as I could. As again, like another kind of sign of respect for like what you have done to raise me.
Type shit.
So yeah, I definitely get to my limits, and I'm still learning where those limits are for sure. And I'm always appreciative when you're there to help me through it. So.
W's.
Heather,
Don't cry, Shawty, don't cry.
Yes. Do you know why?
I think I do. Yeah, my mom is recently in therapy. Can I share that?
Yes.
Too late.
Everybody
knows.
I couldn't. Well, okay, but
I said it on the YouTube, so it's out.
I am also in therapy, and I think for years, like once I started learning about myself, I started to see the signs in my mom that like something wasn't right. Just growing up, just something was a little off with how we handled conflicts mostly, and I just knew like there was something, and I wanted her to go so badly to figure that out. But until she went, I think she didn't know who to turn to. She didn't want to put that on her kids.
Nah,
so
I feel that. I feel that.
We didn't understand where it was coming from. We just experienced the brunt of it.
And
it was confusing, but she has told us
it's
time and
crazy,
time again.
bro. It's crazy to think about. Like one thing is you dealing with your traumas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you deal like as a kid, like you know you got your like you know you're dealing with certain traumas and shit. Like okay, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's everyday shit. But then you go out and then you find out like your parents are dealing with like the traumas that they've had since they was younger than us, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's like that shit is crazy. I remember when I first found out all this shit, like I like that shit made me step back. I was like, yo, like let me Like, damn, like that really put shit into perspective for me. Like, you know what I'm
He
saying?
doesn't want to
Like,
bother us.
The brunt of it.
it's like, damn, bro.
Bold and smooth survival
That shit's
skills.
crazy. That shit is crazy.
Leaves
No
with
bullshit.
We didn't handle conflict well. We were a little explosive growing up, and we're all getting better. We've all worked on it.
Type
It
shit,
was loud
type
when we
shit,
were
same
angry.
shit.
We got loud.
I feel
like,
that.
The whole
Like,
family.
let me chill.
And,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
John?
I worked on
Like,
it. She's
yeah.
worked on it, but it was just like,
Type
okay, this
shit.
is coming from somewhere, but no one really
Type
knew
shit.
where, and it was.
Cause like it really like I wasn't thinking, bro. Like, cause it's like think about having your personal shit, right? All of your plate, having your personal shit, and then on top of your personal shit, your child is wilding, bro, and you don't know what to do. Papa ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like that really like made me sit down. Like at a young age, bro, that made me sit down and be like, damn. Like, yo, like we need to chill. Like,
Is that what you
we need to chill.
Oh yeah. And I still don't share a lot. But since she talked me into going to therapy, it's been awesome to talk to someone that's completely unattached. And because in the Black culture, and I'm speaking generally, I don't know if everybody does it, but most Black families have a strong pecking order. And who's at the top, you don't mess with them. You don't talk about them. You don't call them names behind their backs. You don't talk about your mom, your best friend.
Significant other wilding-ish.
You certainly don't talk to your children about your parents or growing up. You just don't do that.
Gang.
So it's a strong tie on me in the Black culture where you just do not do that. And so she's talked me into going out and finding somebody to talk to.
Izzy, do you know why your mother's on Yes?
No, I actually am very curious to hear this. This is a shock.
You know, this is the price I have to pay for not feeling responsible for her happiness and not wanting her to be responsible for my happiness. So I'm standing here because there's no such thing as black and white, and there's no right decision, there's no wrong decision, there's only consequences to your actions. And this is the consequence, is that if I share everything with you, that's a lot to carry.
I love this woman.
I know, y'all are similar.
I absolutely love
That's right, I think.
You and me, girl.
Best friends after this.
Strict parents.
I actually have a question because it sounds like some of you have been.
Damn, wait a minute, miss. She got a little. So what's all that movement back?
Divorces or
in the process.
What's all that movement back?
So this has been
I ain't see
something
it at
that was
first,
very
bruh.
difficult between my daughter and I. Again, my daughter, best friend, love her.
Right. Oh, so that's who you was talking about. Okay.
Smart.
My bad.
She was a
my
witness
bad.
to my marriage.
I couldn't see that.
So who
bro, I
better
couldn't see, bro.
to help me through that? And yet I felt that conflict of, is this the right thing to talk about with my daughter? Do I burden her with this big decision about a divorce, knowing like we have these different relationships? It's her father. She loves her father. She's my best friend. I need her. I know that her voice will bring me a lot of wisdom. And I handled it in a certain way. Don't know if it was the right or the wrong way, but I would be very interested to know how you guys go through that. Like, do you bring your daughters into, when you went through a divorce or when you're going through a divorce, do you use them as counsel?
I lied to her at first, actually. That's what I lied to them about.
Oh, that's the okay, baby. That's the thing I all start doing. All right, baby.
I lied to my children when I left my husband. And I told them we were going to go on a vacation and visit their favorite cousins, and that we was going to be for the entire summer, so they should pack all of their favorite things. And then I left their dad.
Damn.
And you took the kids?
And I took my children. And that was 2010, and we moved into a hotel.
How old were they?
Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty devastating.
Yo, low key, now that she said that, I kind of remember when my parents did that shit, bro. Like, for a little minute, like, bruh. Damn, now the memories are coming back, bro. The memories are coming back.
11. We were gonna go.
Yeah, I think I was 10.
It was right after 5th grade, going into 6th grade.
Right.
Wow.
What was that like for you?
I think something in me knew, because I'm like a little bit older. But I still was like in a little bit of denial, and I was like, okay, cool, we're gonna go hang out with my cousins for the summer. We do that all the time.
Shit.
Like,
Nah, I knew, nigga. I knew, nigga. All this shit I seen,
but
I knew this shit was
when
up,
I
bro.
realized that it had happened, I was like, dang, like, so summer's about to end, which means I'm gonna have to make all new friends. Yikes. And I'm like this tiny little brown girl with a gap at the time because I didn't have braces, wearing Birkenstocks and talking crazy, like, because I'm from Oregon, and these people are gonna make fun of me, like, oh, this is gonna be great. And I think
yo, I swear this is Bola's girl, bro. This is Drea right here. This Drea, bro, the way she was just yapping right here, it reminded me of Drea, bro, because Drea's from Oregon.
it was devastating because I didn't know like when we were gonna see my dad.
Like the
again.
same.
Are you close with him?
Oh yeah, besties. And it was also really confusing for me because my mom is like the type to, like, she'll never say anything bad about my dad, like, because they're also best friends. They were, you know what I mean? And so I love that because I don't have to deal with like having
like how similar they sound. The similarities, bro.
Feel like I'm hearing negative things about someone who I love and put on a pedestal just as much as her. But it was confusing for me because I was like, okay, so we left him for good, so it seems. I'm about to start 6th grade. But you have nothing.
Yo, mama can get it, bro. Mama can get it, bro. Let me chill out. I'm gonna chill out. My bad.
So I was confused. I was hurt. I was scared to make all new friends. But I knew that at the end of the day, like, I needed to stand by you and empower you to feel like you made the right decision, because I also didn't want you to have to like regret putting you first.
It was a really bad relationship.
Yeah.
My ex was a really, really bad partner, but an amazing father. And so I had to give my children the space to love
That's kind
us
of
both.
how my pops was. Like, he was pretty wild, as far as being, you know what I'm saying, as far as being a significant other. Nigga was off the rails. Bro. But when it came to us, when he was around, like, he would fuck it up, bro. He would fuck it up, man. It's crazy because, like, he would take care of us, and then he would take care of all of the other people, like, where we live, like the apartments and shit where we live. Like, he would take care of, like, other people's children too, and including them too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, that's type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then try to explain to little children that it was okay and that we both loved them, but we couldn't love each other anymore. It was a very unsafe place for me that my daughter sometimes had to rescue me from, and it was pretty painful to decide. I thought I was doing the right thing.
She had to rescue you.
My husband beat me very bad, almost to death one time, and the only thing that saved me was on Taya's cell phone. She called 911.
Clutch.
And that's when I knew I needed to make a change.
Wow.
But I thought I was doing the right thing. I wanted to give my children a 2-parent home. I wanted them to grow up with their mom and their dad.
Yeah, I feel like that's every parent's fucking, you know what I'm saying? I think every parent should want that, bro.
And she said, come to LA, we'll figure it out. And I packed up my babies, and we stayed in a hotel for 9 months, and they thought it was the coolest thing ever, like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Life of Zach and Cody.
Absolutely. Riding around on the little trolley thing. Who knew?
Fire.
But I didn't want to cause them any more pain, and their dad is still a phenomenal person to them. We've moved through that. And about 7 years later, we learned he was actually diagnosed with schizophrenia, and a lot of things started to
he was a crazy nigga.
I'm definitely super honest with you now. If you're going through that,
still don't give him the right, though. We still drop kick that nigga, though.
It goes back to the other question as far as how much
you know wrong from right, nigga. Regardless, schizophrenia or not, nigga.
That was a long time ago. But yeah, just not burdening her or the other kids with what my husband and I are going through. And I want them to continue to love their dad.
Bingo.
I don't want anybody to pick sides. That's not what it's about. So my movement was definitely make sure they continue to love their dad. And their dad and I have decided we're going to move through this thing, continue as a family, and we have.
You have a bad habit that worries me. In 3, 2, 1. Habit that worries me. In 3, 2.
Hey, far left.
1.
Damn. Damn.
Monday.com is the ideal platform for any organization that is looking to make their work more efficient.
I didn't know.
Okay, go ahead.
That ass was passed down,
and turn
boy.
around. I love that all the mothers are like, yep.
That ass was passed down.
Okay, but let's start with the one daughter that is on yes.
I think you get really into diet culture, and it's good most of the time, I think. I mean, you're super healthy, super fit, but sometimes I worry that it's, you know, not as good on your own, like, body positivity.
Well, even though I would love to get on Ozempic, there's no doctor that would prescribe it, so you are correct. Like, I am always looking for the latest fad.
All right. Heather, you moved to yes, by the way. Yeah, she does have
When I heard diet culture, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What? I mean, I get on you about this. I feel like we just talk about bodies too much and like what's wrong here and all that. And I would like you just to love yourself now. You know?
Type shit.
Not when
Type
something
shit.
changes.
You have defined the way I see the world. 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah. Yes, all of them. Gotta be.
Go ahead
Hell yeah.
and turn around.
All of them. Oh.
You've shown me how much of a badass a woman can be in the world and how to hold yourself as that kind of amazing woman. And that definitely from a young age, like, helped shape the way I approach the world and the way that I tried to live my life and hold myself.
Thank you for that, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you made me a mother.
Yeah, yeah.
So it changed how I defined family, and it changed how I understand love. And that has changed everything about my life.
Tight shit,
to
tight shit.
live in a great world, like I do, is to not allow anyone to define your world, but rather to let a lot of people define your world. Because for you to define your own world is completely selfish. And so, no, you have not defined it, you've expanded it.
Feels like it would be a lot of pressure to be your like life definition, I think. And you've massively influenced my life. I think that's impossible for you to be my mom and not have shaped me hugely. But yeah, I'm defined by my mom, my dad, my brothers, all my friends, my experiences, my breakups, all of that.
It takes a village, baby. All my hood nigga, hey, it takes a village, bro.
She's not
and especially Rocky.
She's not kidding.
Thank you all so much.
It
Unfortunately,
takes a
that
village,
is
bro.
all we have time for. So, from the bottom of my heart, and everyone watching right now, thank you for your honesty, your authenticity, and your vulnerability today. And I think a hug is in order. Can you please
Hell yeah, bro.
get together?
Hey,
Love
man,
is
come
real.
here, y'all. Give me a hug, man. Give me a hug, man. I love y'all niggas, man.
Thank you for watching this
Tight shit.
episode of Split Decision.
Tight shit,
Be
man.
sure to check out our next episode,
Yeah,
Friends with Benefits.
Ooh,
Are these
that should be
couples
a good
really
one.
just friends,
Ooh.
or is someone hiding their true feelings?
Okay,
This one's sure to be super
spicy. All right, yo, that was a good little heartfelt motherfucker right there, bro. That was a good little heartfelt motherfucker right there, man. Shout out Jubilee. That was a fire video.